What's happening, Andy? Yeah, we had a pretty good day, man. 8-year-old grandson come and hung out with me. He's out of school, so me and him hung out, messed around. That's about it. Oh, don't worry about being sorry, buddy. That ain't no problem. So the welding test went good. I guess really had no doubt anyway. Yeah, I was talking to a buddy of mine today that's a welder. He's had his own welding business for years. Hey, mofo, how we doing, brother? But I was telling him what kind of machines y'all were supposed to be using. And he said he welded on one of them 440 volt MIG machines with 045 wire several years back. He said, boy, better hold on to that thing when you pull the trigger. And that rig will do something. Yeah, that thing would lay a bead down quick and in a hurry, I would think. Motherfucker, how you been doing, man? Man, I'm glad that welding test went excellent, and I've seen enough of your welds. I really didn't have you'd have no problem with that anyway. Man can weld lost pipe like a row of dimes. He can weld about anything. Hey, Hippie, how we doing, buddy? Good, I'm glad you are, man. Yeah, I'm about done, man. We stayed on a stump grinder for, I don't know, 3 o'clock to 7:30, so 4 hours or so Sunday. And then on a pressure washer about all day yesterday. You're welcome, Andy. You're welcome, buddy. I mean, the proof's in the pudding. I've seen you weld. Well, that's good, man. I'm glad it is, Hippie. But yeah, between that daggum stump grinder and that pressure washer the last couple of days, I'm about had all I could stand for 1 week. We ain't even touched Barry's truck today. He broke his back there a while back, and his back's all messed up. And he went to push a 6x6 post out of the way today, and then throwed his back out of gear, so he's wobbling all around. And then the stump was I think it's white oak. I can't remember now. Cut the tree down about 2 or 3 years ago. Stump was about 4 foot across, 3.5 to 4 foot. And, some of it was rotten and some of it was hard as concrete. So the oak, well, that particular oak anyway, the daggum roots all over the whole front yard was covered in roots. So just grinding the stump was good, not a problem. But taking that stump grinder and following the root line to get them gone so you could mow and not get beat off the mower. So we're pretty good. I mean, stump grinders on tracks, all hydraulic. It's not bad. So it's just time consuming, I just finally finished all monster floor jobs. I can get back on turning some wrenches somewhere. Man, my uncle used to do floors, and I helped him some off and on. Lord, I don't know how people do floors every day. Standing between your knees going bad and your back are killing you. That's a rough way to go. Yeah, Andy, it worked out. Jeremy, my buddy's got the Malibu. His car we always got up here messing with it. he's putting a new house up. So he had a bunch of small stumps, 5, 6, 7, 8 pine stumps to get out of the way. So he went and rented the stump grinder, and he got it from, I think it was Friday morning. He picked that thing up and had to have it back Monday morning. It was like $200 for the weekend. So he finished up all the stumps he had to grind around noon Sunday. And he said, man, I'm heading your way. So that's what we done all Mother's Day, ground stump. But it made the front yard look a lot better. It got rid of that old big ugly stump anyway. Hippie, I know good much you ain't got no knees in. That's for sure. If you've been doing floors for 25 years. I've done residential electrical work for the most part for 35 years. A lot of commercial, but mostly residential and service work. And that was on my knees enough, crawling from outlet to outlet and under houses and attics and all that kind of mess. So I know all about how them knees are. Doctor told me years ago, buddy, your knees ain't made to walk on now. You don't need to be doing that. The only way I knew how to make a living. So that's what I've done. Yeah, like a carpet guy with that daggone knee kicker thing. Good gracious sakes. That's yeah, I don't know how they do that. Yeah, I don't know. There's the thing right there if anybody wants to get in. You do a lot of the pre-finished hardwood or just rough stuff. You got to come back and do all the sanding and all. Well, daggone, that is a job too now. Both. Hey man, we done a wired a house. I don't know. It's been 20 years ago now, probably. When the pre-finished 3/4 inch hard or the full thickness hardwood floor, I guess it's 3/4. That pre-finished stuff first come out. We done a house and the guy had 3 or 4 of them more Great Danes, them more long-legged racing dogs, about 4 foot tall. He was a contractor, and the contractor gave him all that flooring, or the flooring place gave him all that hardwood flooring to put in his house to see how it would hold up. And I was at his house a couple years ago, and I swear it's just like it did the day he put it down. It held up real well. I was surprised. Oh, okay. Like where it had water damage and all that kind of mess or storm damage stuff. Great house. I see it. I see it, Andy. But yeah, that floor looked, I was really impressed. But like I say, man, I don't know how in the world. You have somebody cutting for you, or do you have to, you getting up and down? That looked to me like that'd be the way to do it. Have a guy cut and having somebody cut for you. So you wouldn't have to keep getting up and down. Oh, Lord, it's been a long day. Yeah, I put that new coolant sensor in my wife's Tahoe yesterday or day before, whatever it was, yesterday. And she said the cooling fan still stays on for maybe a minute or so after she cuts it off. So it's still something not right. I don't know. Hopefully that next couple of weeks we do that cam change in it. Hopefully that'll maybe solve some of these issues this truck's having. Yeah, I was telling you about Barry, my buddy there with that truck. He's a carpenter and got a crew. And man, it's a struggle. Week to week, he don't know who he's going to have, and day to day, almost don't know who he's going to have from one day to the next. And there he is trying to figure jobs and keep stuff planned ahead. And man, so it's yeah, he stays stressed out all the time, not knowing, not being able to get nobody an answer. Solid roller, 650 lift. That's a good one. But yeah, it's continuous, and he don't mess around with remodel stuff much at all. I mean, he's got a couple of real estate agents. He does do some work for them because it's pretty consistent, but it's not much. Mostly, the big thing is big old custom decks and carports, that stuff. He's framing houses, that's fine, but if he does that, he likes to do custom houses, but trying to find the help to do them. Just, hey, Sean, what's happening, buddy? I mean, one day he's got 5 head on the crew, next day he's got 2. And next day there's 3 more difference. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. She probably wouldn't like it too good, Andrew, but the cam I picked out is supposed to, I think it's Texas Speed, I believe he makes it. It's supposed to gain 15 or 20 horsepower. I guess it's probably more like a RV type cam or something, but it's supposed to keep the clean idle and not mess with the computers and the sensors and all that kind of junk. Yeah, well, that's kind of where he's at right now, Hippie. His head carpenter just walked off the other day because they were doing a small little farmhouse, putting a metal roof on it. And they tore the roof off. Barry went to get some plywood to fix a couple bad sheets that was up there and come back. And head carpenter quit, walked off. They done left the damn roof wide open on the house. And it's the way I was looking at it, it's it's running on 7 cylinders. So shoot, you get all 8 of them percolating like they're supposed to, and add 15 or 20 more horsepower. Hell, that thing will fly like a cat in. She drove my red truck the other day, and she said that thing will fly. Yeah, it's got. I put that program on. I've got it turned up pretty much. You jump out to pass somebody, it'll show you 85 or 90 right now. But it's Diablo Intune, I think is what it was called. You can play with the pump pressures and, all kinds of mess in that thing. Well, hippie, that's kind of what Barry was thinking about doing, just taking on the bigger jobs and see how that worked out. Was it, I mean, there's a bunch of people around here doing them shed to house things and all now, and wanting carports, lean-tos off the sides of them and all. He does a bunch of that stuff. Yeah, it may help the gas mileage some, keep your foot out of it. And she does, she drives along pretty good. I'll get on one and mash on it pretty hard, but she don't. It's but I don't know. But yeah, he got the guy doing the work for now. His daughter's getting ready to build a house, so he wants Barry to build a house, and then he owns a bunch of mini storage buildings. And now he's decided he wanted 2 40-foot deep, 500-foot long storage buildings, like 12, 14 foot tall, so people can back motorhomes and bigger boats and stuff like that and rent them out. It's a good God Almighty, man. How long would that take, to build all that? But then he's got that house, another house, and it just, But anyway, it is what it is. So I did talk to Jeremy, and I got to go maybe tomorrow, go pick up the motor for Barry's truck. Got a torque converter ordered a B&M 2200 or 2600 stock. It's just a wiggle over a stock converter. Well, see, that's hippie. That's exactly what he was telling the owner. That you can buy these metal truss deals. Where you put set them like 10 foot apart, and then you put 2x6s or so across them, and that's what you fasten the roofing to. And how to do all the headers and all the LVLs and all that kind of stuff all the way around it. Well, those trusses would sit right on top of the post. Gosh dang, what I want. I want salt treated LVLs all the way around. Okay. Must have some pretty deep pockets is all I can say. But yeah, Andy, that's what I'd like to do. Wake it up just a little bit. And that thing's lazy. I'm telling you, it's lazy. I mean, what's 7 cylinders? It is lazy. But but anyway, like I say, we got them supposed to go pick the motor up from Jeremy. Maybe tomorrow, maybe. I got physical therapy for my leg right down there by his house. So I may just swing in there and pick that up while I'm down there. And stop and pick up a new flex plate for it. I hate not to put a new one on it while we got it out. Converter, like I say, and then be waiting on the converter. Put that in, drop the motor in, and get her run anyway, maybe. Yeah, Andy, it's a 5.3. Man, I've never had, I say that, it's the 3rd LS motor we've had. And I've always heard everybody talking about how noisy the LSs were anyway. So I really didn't pay that little ticking mind, which has gotten worse now, substantially worse, and the video makes it sound terrible. But it's not nowhere near as bad as it sounds. Yeah, it's the wife's Tahoe. Sean, we got a I got 350 that, it's kind of a long story, but anyway, it was a boat that had come from the factory with a 305 in it. And the guy blew the motor up. So he bought a 350 from the same people that sold the boat, brand new 350 that got a cam in it for the boat for torque and all. The motor was supposed to make 280 horsepower, and I forget the torque number. So we called the company. There's a tag on the motor. We called them, and they give us, when we give them that tag motor number, they write off exactly who it was sold to and when and all that good stuff about the motor. All the motors are dynoed and broke in, I guess you would say. But anyway, the guy bolted the motor up in the boat, and he got sick and died, never messed with it. His son got the boat. He kept it for several years and never done nothing with it. So there's the second owner that couldn't get it running or didn't get it running. That feller passed on, and nephew got it and said, we want it out of the yard. You know, I think he bought the property after Uncle passed away. And anyway, Jerry ain't nothing down. He comes pulling up here in the yard with that daggone fiberglass boat and that V8 in it, and gets on that rig with a chainsaw. I ain't never seen nobody cut a boat up with a chainsaw, but it will happen. It makes a damn mess, but it'll happen. We cut a whole stern out of that boat, and motor looked brand spanking new. It actually was put in the boat in 1990, and they said it had been dynoed, but I don't know if it had or not. That, which sitting all that long, the oil looked brand new. Everything in it looked brand new. So we stuck it on my run stand, stuck the intake on it in the carburetor, dropped the distributor in it, and shoot, that thing busted right off. Sat there, and I went in. I didn't, like I said, being the oil looked so clean, and the lifter valley looked like it had just come out of the hot tank. I wasn't sure if it had been run or not, so I went ahead and went through the cam break-in process. Done all that, and man, that thing got a little choppy little, but a little rolly. I'm call it a rolly idle. And so anyway, we got that motor. Barry, Jeremy didn't have no use for it. Barry needs one, so Barry got it, and it's gonna go in that truck, that 4-wheel drive truck. Sean, you figure out what you're gonna put that 388 in? Hippie, you need to video that. What what have you got done to the 388, Hippie? Well, I'm sure Sean's building a nasty one. Motor. Okay. I think it's got a little bit of cam in it. It's not a lot, but it's eBay aluminum head and a roller cam. Can't go wrong there. Yeah, Andy's got a pretty sweet one too. He's supposed to fire up this weekend, maybe. Mm. You know, we're talking about stuff that's supposed to motors, hot rods. It's yeah, I was thinking about building one like Andy's got a Vortec motor. I got enough stuff to do it. I may go ahead and do that. And maybe put that, maybe put it in the 65. I don't know. And not put the 327 in it. Maybe just sell the 327. And have people out there be buying that thing. I don't know. It ain't gonna be no drag truck or nothing like that by no means, but it's gonna have a little bit of cam in it. Just something to drive around, mess around with. I got a 200R transmission that's built up pretty solid. So put that behind whatever I put in that 65. That ought to be pretty cool. Hopefully, Andy. Come on, man. Told you bottle feed that thing. Judd Am lawnmower gas tank, hang it up in the air, run you a fuel line down to it, and gravity feed it. You can fuel lines later. Don't worry about that. We got to hear this thing run. Well, Hippie, that might be a good thing. Maybe set you up a slideshow and post it up on YouTube or something, maybe do the slideshow and then put a little short video of it running. You ain't got to talk in it. You can be like Andy. Don't say nothing. Andy ain't big in them neither. Okay, Sean, you still looking at Nova? Oh. I never had a look out of Vortec heads. I've never used a set, to be honest. Oh, that thing will be sweet, Sean. Them old 30-30 cams, man. I love the way they sound. I like them anyway. Maybe it's called them old school, but yeah, you gonna build you another S10 or something. That'd be pretty cool to have. But yeah, I saw a guy had a sheet metal tunnel ram for a small block Chevrolet. And two, oh man, I forget what size they're Holley carburetors. Dual feed, dual pump. Maybe, I want to say they were 600s. But he wanted $1,200 for the whole setup. Had all the linkage and all that for the carburetors and all that. Pretty neat deal. Well, Hippie, I got a set, and I went to the welding shop and got some of that damn, oh shoot, I forget what you call it, but it's you clean them up good and you spray this. It looks like milk. What it looks like. Spray them all this all over them, and then you come back with this red dye stuff you spray on them. And I had a cracked head here at the house. I knew was cracked, and knew right where the crack was at. So I tried them on them first morning. The crack jumped right out at you. You couldn't miss it. Crack right between the valves. And I've done these heads and I wire brushed them and done them again and done them about 3 times. And we never found no cracks, but that ain't saying there's not some, you know. There may be. But I'm going to give them a whirl, man. I done all this work to them. I'll be upset, though, if they are cracked. I just got to order a set of valve springs, and I just ain't done it. Been so much more going on that, you know, just ain't. I just need to get a set of springs. Oh, me. Springs, retainers, and locks. And maybe put them on a little 355 or something. I wanted to put them on the 327 is what my plan was, but I didn't plan that out very well with them 120,000 dome pistons. They didn't work out real good. Okay. I didn't even know, which I haven't looked. The aluminum Vortex heads. I had never looked into them. Oh. But shoot, you know, if you got to spend a bunch of money, you know, and just go buy a new set. Yeah, Andy, I cut the string pockets out, and on the Vortex head, you know, they got where the valve seal go. The valve seals go. Big old humped up looking thing there, and you can't get a spring with a dampener in it to fit around that valve seal deal. So done all that. I went and got the tools from Comp Cams and milled the valve guide down. So a standard, I forget the number now, standard Chevrolet valve seal snap right on it. And then the pockets are cut out for a 1.25 inch spring, I believe is what it is. So then we go there and done all that. And we turn around and ground the stud bosses down, milled the stud bosses down, pulled all the studs and milled the stud bosses down because I put screw-in studs in with the nut on them. So you had to take out whatever I don't remember now, like a 1/4 inch, whatever the thickness of that nut part of the screw-in stud was, take it down, then tap them, you know. So got a lot of time in them, but they, you know, there's, oh, shoot. I ain't monitored 062s. I was told originally that they were the ones to have, and then once I got them, found out that most people prefer them 906s. You know, Andy, it's well, Sean, it's you know, it was more of a project to me. All right, man. It was more of a project to me to see if I could do it more so than you know, well, time I bought I think I get $50 for the pair of heads and the tools, the 2 different tools and arbors. I probably have $150 in those heads, something like that. Well, plus a set of studs. So I probably got $200 in the heads. And I learned a lot, you know. So, yeah, Andy, that's what I was trying to think of a while ago, and I got sidetracked. The Beehive Springs. I could have went that route, but it weren't what I wanted. You know, I wanted standard springs. I don't know why, but that's just what I want to do. And if my math is right, I could run up to about a 600 lift cam on that them set of heads now and have the clearance. So that, you know, that's what we'll try to do. We'll see what happens anyway. I don't want that much cam on the street, you know, but mailing 225, 220, 225, 495 live. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, you know, with those Vortex. As long as you stay up around the under 500 number or right around the 500, you're fine. I don't know. I just wanted something a little different. And my buddy there, Randy, he does a bunch of machine work and race car motors and all this stuff. He said he'd done a bunch of sets that way. And actually, he's the one told me what tools to get. And when I saw it on YouTube and saw guys doing it on the tailgate of a truck with a damn hand drill, I said, hell, I know good and well I can do that then. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what I've heard. That, you know, you need to stay around the 500 number unless you're going to do a bunch of porting and polishing on them. And I'm not going to do all that to a damn old cast iron head. I'm not doing all that. I've been down that road. Sean, you looking for something like some darts or something like that? Or aluminum heads, or are you looking steel heads? What you looking for? I mean, I know where a couple of sets of dark 220s are, but I think the boys gonna want a little much for them. And then shipping them too, you know, would be probably expensive. I don't know. But I know he's running one of the sets on his truck right now. That would be, yeah. I don't know. I'll find out. I mean, he's supposed to have brought his truck up here for me to work on. He ain't showed up with his jet, so who knows? Well, there's JB. How we doing, buddy? Everything going good today, JB? But it's yeah. I mean, shoot, I don't know how available they are now, but well, you tired, JB? You've been kicked back in that shop with your feet propped up all day, watching YouTube videos. Yeah, I want to eBay. I see some god awful prices. You know, I don't know nothing about them really, but some of them seem mighty cheap. There was a set I saw on Marketplace the other night. They said they were eBay Chinese heads, is all it said. That guy wanted $500 for a set of them, for a pair. Well, that was sounded mighty cheap to me, but well, you gonna be Farmer JB now? Hot Rod JB and now Farmer JB. I don't feel bad, man. I stayed on stump grinder Sunday and a pressure washer yesterday. All right, Andy. Appreciate it, brother. We'll talk with you tomorrow. But yeah, it's. I gotta say, oh Lord, what are the numbers? 993, is that right? I don't think there's nothing to them. I mean, they got new valve job. They've been shaved. You can tell all that, but the guy that I got them from, his I was gonna throw them away. So the guy brought them to see if I wanted them. Just got them with the valves, so someone else had the headache part. Hit me all the same. That can be a pain sometimes, man. It can be. It's time consuming. Andy, Sean, shoot. The ones this boy's got are dart heads. He's got 2 pairs of them. And I can tell you, he's been going back and forth to the doctor a lot. He's got a bunch of eat up with arthritis. So he's going back to some pain management mess. And they're trying to work him, trying to get some of that daggone arthritis mess broke loose. You don't want to mess with a set of the Pro Max, Sean. I mean, they're not, they're not super cheap, but I think they're good heads. From what I've seen, anyway, that's the set I got. I love them, but I think they're $1,300-$1,400, if I remember right. $1,300 or something like that. $1,299. I don't, somewhere in that neighborhood. But they're supposedly made off the Brodex mold with a water jacket deleted down below the valve. Between the valve and the bottom row of head bolts, on a Brodex, there's about a 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch water jacket runs from front to back of the head under the exhaust port. And they deleted that out. And there's supposed to be a company, if I remember right, somewhere down there around Alabama, Louisiana, Alabama, somewhere down that way, that puts them together. And they got hardened bronze guides in them and hardened seats. American-made valves. I think they're Urson valves that are put in them. Comp springs and retainers. The paperwork I got with mine told you all what was in them. Now, that don't mean that's what's in there just because it says it on paper. But I checked the springs on them, and they were right there where the paperwork said. The installed height was good on all the way around. So, yeah, Hippie, I've heard a lot about the Speedmaster heads, and I never heard nothing but good about them. I mean, I wouldn't be scared to try a set of Speedmasters, especially at the price you're talking, $700. Shit, that's the deal. I mean, if you got to put your springs and retainers and locks on them, I mean, you can get some valves and all. Oh, wait. Excuse me. Stainless steel solid valves. Oh, $100 a set. I think what my buddy got some the other day. $50 for the intake and 50 for the exhaust. Nice looking valves. Yeah, well, that, I mean, shoot, Sean, you know, the difference between a daggone hydraulic roller setup and a hydraulic flat tap, it is virtually nothing as far as difference. I mean, my hydraulic roller called for 125, I think it was, on the seat. You know, so that weren't enough difference really to say so. I mean, I don't know that I would even think about changing the springs if I decided that I wanted to flat tap it in there instead of a roller. I don't think it would bother me one bit. Yeah, I mean, the one song I was tickled to death with the ones I got, you know, that's for the money. That was a pretty good deal, I thought. They sealed good. They worked good. I was saying they were just I put straight edges on them. I actually took them down there to my buddy Randy, and he checked them, and they were, the decks on them were within 0.003 of each other. Shoot, he said, man, I can't hardly get them that much closer than that, doing milling them myself. So yeah. So we'll see. You know, it's but yeah, if I could run across what would am I run across the other night? Oh shoot! Oh, don't you love it when you can't remember nothing? But they come off a Corvette. Lord, I forget the name of the number of the block. Where they changed the water flow. The water pump turned backwards on them. But they just come out. That guy had them just come out of the machine shop with them. It's LT1. Is that what it is? They look great, but I was scared of them. I mean, $500 for a set. LT1. That's right, hippie. I mean, he had receipts where he had paid like $600-700 at the machine shop. Just maybe it was 5 or 6, whatever it was. But he wanted to just get his money back from a machine shop bill. So I don't, you know, I didn't know the guy, so I weren't, and I don't know if the LT1 had. I don't know nothing about them. I'll put it that way. Whether they're, you know, different, the water passages are different. I don't know. I know everybody always talk about staying away from the LT1s. Distributor was on the timing cover on them. Yeah, teaching me something because I ain't messed with them. I don't know. yeah, I stay away from that. But you know, you run across some stuff like that on Marketplace, but this Marketplace just got high. I can't seem to find no deals on there anymore anyway. Used to, right, regular, you know, you could buy aluminum, Edelbrock aluminum intake or something like that. And $40, $50 carburetor, Holley carburetors. I don't know how many I bought off Marketplace like that for $50, 750 double pumper. Bring them home, take them apart, put a kit in them, put them on a run stand, check them out, make sure they work, and you know, get $150, $200 out of them. But I don't seem to find them deals anymore. But I did get I told Sean, Andy about the AR. Okay, see, that's what I was wondering about, Hippie. I weren't real sure. I knew I'd always heard something about the LT1s, and I just never had messed with them, so I didn't know how much, if they would interchange any at all or what. But if anybody's looking like electric fuel pumps, I got Holiday, and they're running some kind of end of winter sale. And I bought two Edelbrock, damn it, Mr. Gasket, 110 gallon per hour pumps with the regulator. Looks just like the Holley blue pump, other than it's white. It's called the white box pump, I think is what it was called. But anyway, it comes pump, regulator, a few bolts, nuts, that kind of mess. Were $48 a piece. And then the wiring harnesses, I went ahead and bought them with the relays built in them and all. I think they were, oh man, was it $20 a piece? So if you're in, they got a big sale, I mean, but I sure didn't see where the carburetors were on sale, none. That's for sure. Okay. Well, that's surely what I was thinking, but I didn't know, Hippie. So you're either going to go LT1 or you're not. You ain't going to be mixing nothing up, it sounds like. But yeah, I mean, if you need a fuel pump or something like that, you know, go to Holley.com and see what they got on the sale. And it said some of the stuff was 80% off. Like I say, the carburetors weren't showing it. I mean, shoot. Like a 750 Holley, Brawler, you know, any of them were, oh shoot, it was $700, $600 to $700. And it was I don't know what in the world you'd put it on, but they had a 1450 CFM Dominator that was $1,700. That's a pretty carburetor, but the hell you need a 1400 CFM carburetor on? That's a big motor now. Anyway. All right, John, glad you stopped in, buddy. We'll see you next week. Oh, me. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I didn't know that. I don't know a whole lot about the turbo deal. But what made them the turbo and so much easier. I don't know who the hell Noel is. What made them? I don't know. Maybe Hippie, you'll know. You know all about the LT ones. Oh Lord. A junkyard LS53 on nitromethane. I bet that's interesting. Huh. Yeah, I'll watch that later. Yeah, that would be interesting. Put a LS53 on nitromethane. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you're teaching me something because I sure didn't know. So JB, did you get I saw your videos that your work had picked up. So I guess maybe with a deal you were talking about the other day with the small engine companies, some of that work out. You need overhead light on?
No, I need my glasses.
Oh. Hamster and they
Not much longer.
Yeah, she's got a week and a half left to teach school.
I got 5 days.
5 days and she retires. And boy, I'm going to go find me a job.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be the perfect time to stay up there on the hunting club all day, every day or something.
I'm going to have coffee with Martha every morning.
Mm-hmm. But what you been grinding on, JB? Wake up and tell me now. You over there about half asleep. So JB, are you thinking it's that governor in your transmission or that check ball? What way are you leaning? Well, anybody get it? All right. So very nice getting to retire. I'll probably work till when I die. Yeah, when she's put up with damn school kids
25 years.
for 25 years. Ain't no way I'd have done it. I'd have been hanging from a tree if I had to put up with all that mess. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a transmission guy, JB, at all. Hey, CC, how we doing, brother? Oh, I'm not a transmission guy, but sure sounds like it's, like you say, the pressure's falling out on it. So the beta, we'll look at that. Let's say, boom.
It's me. It's Ernest T.
Right there. Here you go.
But yeah, I just been.
Can't hear you, JB.
You can't hear me.
I wish I could.
You can't hear me now?
Yeah, there's
Ask him what that button is.
there's some adjusting.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out too. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Ask him what button do I push so I can't hear you.
The wife won't know what button she got to push so she don't have to hear me. Yeah, let me jump out and jump back in.
You know, when we're here. You see what you've been painting on lately? I ain't seen a video. Yeah, hippie, I had my volume turned down. That's probably a good reason why. Why I couldn't hear him. CCI, have you ever used one of those R500 guns or the A610? I think AeroPro makes. You know that. I don't know what it means. Let's try JB again.
Can you hear me now? I think the problem's on the old man's side. Just saying.
It helps if I have my volume turned up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that helps. CC, it's AeroPro is who made the gun. Well, that's who it's named under.
Yeah, guys, I can't see the chat. If I turn it on,
Okay.
I guarantee it'll straighten. I mean, it'll mess me up.
Well, okay. So what you been sharpening on today?
My wit.
Oh, okay.
I've been working my butt off today and, done a little running. Try to get some business in here, and then Lars decided he wanted to go down and till the darn garden spot. And I'm like, all right, here we go.
Yeah. Farmer Lars and Farmer JB.
Hey, don't worry. We'll have food at some point.
There you go. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's for sure.
But yeah, you was asking about the little truck. It's one of four things, and it's my lack of experience building the 700 R4s. Although I've done it 4 or 5 times, but there was a few things in there that I just didn't pay attention to, and now it's biting me in the ass.
Well, one of them times the rebuilding don't count when you got to fix where somebody else is screwed up, not just wore out parts, but parts in the wrong place and lack of parts.
That when I took that thing apart, I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe."
Yeah, it's a wonder that it didn't destroy everything in it.
Well, she's back right, so it's something simple. I'm thinking me and Damien are at First Responder. We was talking, and he's with me. He's like, I bet it's that 3-4 accumulator, and that check ball up in there just ain't doing what it's supposed to do, and it's bleeding by. So,
Yeah, well,
I'll figure it out.
That makes sense, but make you wonder why would they even put that check ball there if it's wedged in, you know?
Yeah. Well, it actually sets
So
it
it
on
won't-
pace, and it double seals. It seals when you get pressure, and it seals at the top when you don't have pressure. But a lot of these transmission builders on these $700 Fords, they'll drive a bigger check ball in there and just close it off and eliminate that, so it's just getting pressure.
Okay.
Period. So
Uh,
it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, good God, you'll go broke buying transmission fluid if you ain't careful. You know.
Have y'all went and bought transmission fluid lately? Cheap as I could find it, $7.50 a quart.
I bought some yesterday, matter of fact, for that at Walmart for that blue S10 of mine. It leaks it. I cord out about every month or so. I need to fix it. I just ain't done it. And it was them that brand of Walmart's that
Tech something.
Yeah, whatever that is. It was $5 right at dollars a quart.
Yeah, I'm going to the wrong place. I've been going to the dollar store.
Yeah, it was $5 something a quart, or $6, but
And
now
it takes 11 quarts to fill that thing up. So, 50, 60
tell you
bucks.
what we done, man. When I was drag racing, not regular, in the power glides, I run tractor hydraulic fluid in it.
Yeah, see, that's what
fine.
that's what Barry Rose was telling
That's
me.
right, LP Supertech.
Yeah, that's what Barry Rose was telling me one day. He said, forget the transmission fluid,
Yeah.
just go over there and get that.
Yeah, I mean that's what a lot of boys are doing now. They say it's the exact same thing, just the dye is put in it to show you a leak. It's the only reason that it's red.
Yeah. Well, it's all hydraulic. So,
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's surely what we do. We used to buy it by the 5-gallon bucket. Because we were changing torque converters right continuous there for a while till we got one to work like it's supposed to. So that, yeah. And I don't know, but tractor hydraulic oil was like $30 a 5-gallon jug,
Yeah.
back then. I ain't bought none lately. I'm sure we'll buy it too now.
I'm hoping I don't need much more of that crap very soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I did put that low pressure oil pump back in that engine in. I ain't had no oil leak since then. So
Well,
that's a plus.
Good. Hippie, you're exactly right. China's has us by the balls on fluids and parts. But yeah, that I don't know. I just got to order a torque converter for that truck of Barry's the one I've been working on. Get it in here and go pick the motor up tomorrow.
Yeah, that thing's gonna be nice. I mean, what y'all been doing to it
Get a
so
motor.
far?
Yeah, it's a slow process when you're not a paint and body guy,
Oh,
We have put on, I bet you, a gallon of Bondo and sanded off a gallon and a half.
yeah. Here, I'll give you a story. My cousin, back when he was in high school, he had a '53 Chevy pickup, and he decided we was gonna do all the body work this thing one winter. So I bet he went through like 20 gallons of Bondo, just filling dents. His dad come down there one day. He was he come down there one day and goes, Damn, if you ever have a wreck in this thing, we're gonna have to call the highway department just to clean up the Bondo. We'd pile that stuff up. It'd be a little dent like that. We'd pile that crap up by the top. But it looked good when we got done with it.
I had my cousin's first car was a 70 or 71 split bumper Camaro. Beautiful.
Yeah, that'd be
It had 350 in it, 4-speed car.
No, that's a 70 and a half.
Yeah, well, I think it was actually a 70 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I'm sure he was showing off from where he got in the wreck at. And he turned that thing loose out there in front of a bunch of people and wound up hitting a bridge right there by the house. It was an old stone bridge. And the Bondo commenced to falling out of that car when he backed upside that bridge. Lord, that was like 2 or 3 5-gallon buckets them firemen were scooping up and getting that mess off the road. We always thought the car was, we were teenagers. We thought the car was in awesome shape.
Exactly.
Well, it was on the outside.
Oh.
But it wasn't rustful. Oh, Lord. But yeah, we have had the hardest time. You feel a little divot in the truck, so you mix you up a little bit of Bondo and you go smear on that thing. You find another little divot and you go over and smear some more on that. And you drink a Pepsi, then you decide to sand that stuff down and you sand it and damn, the hole's still there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got this.
How can we keep putting Bondo on here and we keep the hole don't give away? Get on there with flat file or flat sanding blocks and all this kind of mess. We have I bet we've been through 5 spray cans of black paint, dusting that truck, and then coming back with a block sander and going over it.
Yeah. There's still a hole.
And find a new divot every time.
Oh. There's a little old guy I used to see every now and then. It was a body shop guy. And I don't know if they still have it or not, but he was talking, forget the Bondo and that plastic stuff. They have an aluminum body filler that you can just put in that stuff and it hardens just like aluminum. I mean, I've never used it or seen it, but he was hell bent. Now, don't use plastic. Use that.
Huh. Well, CC, I don't even know what a 17-inch whiteboard is. CCI is a paint and body guy. And he does Corvettes. Oh, man, he does beautiful work.
I do have a air file and all that kind of stuff.
I got one of them. That thing, if you ain't careful, will make a mess real quick.
Oh, yeah.
You'll dig a hole inside that. But, yeah, I don't drag that thing out too much. Hey, ASO, how's it going?
Oh, I'm out. We'll see y'all later.
Hippie said, no. Oh, Lord. But yeah, it's just we're above our pay grade in trying to get every little divot and every little rock chip out of it. I think we need to just stop.
There's where the body work comes in. You get to be a perfectionist, and you're like, no, we might as well do that. We might as well do this. We might as well do that. And then before you know it, man, you've done spent 2 weeks on something you could have had done in 45 minutes.
Well, we've got, right now, we've got 2 days on the firewall.
Yeah.
And, just trying to get around a brake booster and everything that's up there, trying to get around it, sand it all down. Oh, there's something hit it there, cover that up. And I said, man, time we drop the motor in here and you hit a mud hole, ain't nobody gonna see this shit anyway.
Exactly.
You know,
Paint it black and be done with it, man.
now that's what he said this afternoon. He said, I think we're just gonna paint. He's got some it's really like it's not as coarse as bed liner stuff, but it's more coarse than undercoating.
Right.
And he
But, yeah.
and he wants to rust proof the whole underneath of her or all inside under the hood, and then put that damn with undercoating. But that's and put all that on the fender well, firewall, and then just spray gloss black paint over top of it.
Yeah,
Man.
that's 72 I built for my buddy.
Yeah.
I went through all that crap with him. I was like, dude, if we're gonna do this, why can't we just, the motor's out, let's take care of all the body work and get it done. Because he had the motor, I just had to rebuild the transmission and all the electric and all that kind of stuff. And, oh no, I need it running, ASAP. And I'm like, all right, but it's gonna bite you in the ass. But But I told him, I said, man, I got the paint down there. Just go get you some. If nothing else, go get some rhino liner. We'll just freaking roll it off. At least stop the rust.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, hippie, I'm so ready to spray this thing and get it over with. Good, bad, or ugly. I'm ready to spray it.
Yeah. That's the way I was with that 70. I just wanted to see it go home. Will it go home sooner or later?
Oh, yeah, man. We still got the whole interior out of this thing.
Oh, crap.
Yeah. Yeah. We did replace all the, went ahead and put all new ductwork under the dash and all that for the air conditioner stuff. And
yeah. I went through
he got new cables for the controls, and I remember you went through all that.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go ahead and change the heater core and all the air conditioner stuff while we got it this far. We might as well.
Yeah. It's a part. Let's do it.
Yeah. A whole lot easier now than later.
And no matter what I done to that guy's truck, man, he always found something wrong, man. And by the time I was done with that thing, I was like, I'm about tired of you, man. Come get your shit and get it out here.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing with me and Barry both are pretty. We want things to roll along pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We're not very patient people. And so, but I don't know how we have accumulated all this patience working on this truck, but we have. But it's about to run out.
Yeah. You just finally get tired of it. Especially if you got a different idea about what's going on than the guy that owns the truck.
Yeah.
You're butting heads constantly. And
Yeah. That's right.
Can we just get it to a point you can take it home?
Yeah. Well, he told me today, this afternoon when he got up there, he said, man, we can't say nothing to my wife about this truck. I said, okay. Why? She don't even have a clue he's got it.
Yeah. Because she's going to be mad.
He spent a lot. But, he's got a carpenter business. So, and evidently they must run the carpenter business must be different from the home business stuff because she would know.
Yeah. Oh, no.
He's
got a secret bank account. And he's spending money out of that. And if she ever finds out, boy, he's going to be in trouble.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, he was talking the other day. We're up there piddling on that truck. He said, man, we need to open up a body shop. I said, you bumped your damn head.
Yeah, what the heck is wrong with you?
We've been a month on this truck bed. Ain't nobody can afford us.
Exactly. Shop
Good Lord.
Overrun the budget, man.
Yeah. There ain't no way.
Oh.
I enjoy it, messing with it, but enough's enough. I'm
Yeah.
ready to move on to something else.
Exactly.
I mean,
4 weeks.
I'd be happy if I could motor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, if I can get get the motor in the shop and get on the engine stand, I can pedal on that. I'll be happy for a little while. Get the motor dropped in. And ASO says his body shop get $125 an hour where he's at.
Right. Right.
I'm in the wrong
So
business.
you figure you spend 8 hours on something, man, that's $1,000 right there.
Yeah. Yeah. But Lord have mercy, I went through $500 worth of sandpaper doing it.
Exactly. Not to mention electricity for the air compressor.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly right, man. Man, first responder done slid in here and I didn't even see him.
All right. I'm out. I'm out again.
Him and Lars both. I ain't seen that one of them.
Well, Lars is standing right over there.
Yeah, I mean, oh, is he?
Mhm.
He's mighty quiet tonight.
Ah!
Yeah, I mean, man, there he is. Oh,
But I've been
yeah,
telling you,
I believe it.
when you're
Goddamn, old
live, man,
sandpaper
it's
on
mighty.
one. Yeah, well, I'm glad you come on here, buddy. We had fun anyway.
Oh, I don't
Yeah, I
mind doing
normally
this stuff.
do yeah, I mean, I normally do it about an hour and a half, something like that. And,
Yeah.
it,
Heck, I'll do it again too. I mean,
I
just
see.
kind of tired tonight, or I'd be a little more upbeat.
Yeah, well, I'm with you, buddy. I told him earlier, and you may have been in here, I'm not sure. My buddy brought a stump grinder over here Sunday, and we
Yeah, I
stayed on that
remember
thing all day.
I remember we talked
And
on
then
the
a
phone.
pressure,
He
yeah,
was telling me
and then a
about that.
pressure. Then I was on a pressure washer yesterday, just about. So yeah, I'm tired of it now.
Yeah, tired. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Tired. That's right.
Yeah,
Got to put that
yeah.
on it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. Exactly. So did that guy you were talking about with all the chainsaw chains, did that deal work out? Or have you talked back with him?
Like always, I'll give you a phone call, whatever. I just got to replace this. I got to replace this one plant I lost, and then my money situation will be done. But right now, man, I've been handing out cards everywhere I can, and what's going to happen is about the time things pick up, I'm going to have so much stuff to do, I can't do it all. And then I'm going to be making people mad.
That's the way it seems to be. It's feast or famine, it seems like.
Exactly.
When you work for the public, it don't never work out. When you're slack, they need something done.
Right.
When you're busy, somebody needs something done.
Right. That's exactly it. So, but hey, it'll be what it is. I'll just make some people mad.
Yeah.
That's, I don't,
Somebody
I'll raise the price, or else I'll raise the prices up so much they don't want me to do it.
Well, you got to make money. You got to pay for the damn tools you're wearing out.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, I'm sure a lot of those grinding wheels you use are expensive.
Yes. Anytime you mess with the diamond or CBM wheels, You're talking $200-300 a wheel. You know, I'm gonna get paid back for that. I'm not just giving it out of my goodness of my heart.
That's right. That's right. You buy it, they want their money in 30 days or so, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, heck, you know. So what's going on in the chat there?
yeah, I was sitting there. The first responder done wrote a paragraph over here.
Yeah.
First responders,
That's-
well, hell, I told Veronica I have my own account. You can have my full-time money, but anything I make on the side is for my stuff. That's a good deal. Yeah.
I've had that conversation right here in this house
That's pretty
myself.
much the way.
If I'm selling stuff, man, that ain't got nothing to do with my income.
That's right. That's right. Um,
Oh, crap.
yeah, that's right. You know, and that's the way I used to always pretty much do it, man. My paycheck went to the house, and side
Yeah.
money is what paid for hot rods
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, side money is my money. But yeah,
That's right.
Damien,
Yeah.
I put that Wednesday talk out, and go by and check it out and see if I'm on the right page here, because I think I am.
Well, I think Damien's on top of it. You know, he seems to be pretty sharp on them things.
Yeah, Damien's too smart for his own good.
Yeah,
I
I've
think
never
more-
been told that before.
I think the word that boy though. Don't get me wrong, man.
Yeah,
He'll get into discussing something and telling me stuff about what I'm doing and stuff, and I'm like, dude, you
right
wait.
on by. Yeah, slow down, buddy. Slow
Yeah.
down.
Gonna take
Bring
me
it
up.
down about 3 notches.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way my buddy is over there with his that loves them LS motors and 700Rs. Man, he'll get to rattling that mess off, and this clutch pack got this pressure, and this has got that pressure. When this happens, this does this, and oh my God, man, I just want it to work. I don't want to know all that.
yeah. At that point, you go, all right. Exactly where do I test this pressure?
Yeah.
Where does that come in?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I sit there and make my head hurt listening to all that. It just shot right on by me. I'm not interested in it. It's the main thing, you know.
I'm just an old slow country boy. You gotta
Yeah.
bring it down a few notches, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. I would like to rebuild one now. But I watched you do it. I want to go in one and
It's
look.
not hard. It's not hard. I missed a few things that I should have been paying attention to, and I just figured, hey, it was running fine before.
Yeah.
It's just, throw the clutch packs in it and put it back together. But no,
Right.
something else wrong. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I just got to go back and play with it.
Yeah, you need a couple sets of ramps where you could dry that whole truck up on 4 ramps.
Oh, I got them.
Got them?
Yeah. I got a set of them Rhino ramps, and I got a set of old steel ramps.
Mm-hmm.
We just need that lift he's got.
Yeah. Lars just said, what we need is your lift.
Well, come on, big boy.
No, you bring it here.
It might be a while.
I
That thing's heavy.
I can't get to you right now.
You can hook it to Lars's van and tow it down here.
Yeah. We'll see about that, but I think that might be a stolen vehicle situation.
Not if you don't get caught.
Well, that's true. You hear him, Lars? Not if you don't get caught.
Well, ain't it easier to ask for forgiveness than his permission?
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm close to having
Yeah.
it. I'm close to having it done. So, it's a backup and punt.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything's wrong on the inside on the clutch packs or anything. I don't think that's the problem. It's either in the valve body, the 3/4 accumulator, the governor, or the servo. It's one of them.
Well, I got a guy's number that I'll give you. You can call if you need some help with that thing. Just saying.
I already got that information, man.
I'm with you.
This is not my
Lord.
man.
No.
You assume stuff, right? Because you just assume, and then it comes. Assuming always comes back and bites you in the ass. Always.
When y'all were putting that thing together, everything kind of gets in a little click of flowing along.
Yeah.
You're putting parts together, and you want to get it done,
Right.
And then you just happen to overlook something. It's
Right.
easy to do.
And that's exactly what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
hey, I'm into this, the transfer case and the transmission, both doing all that stuff. I'm into under $300.
That's amazing that you come out that cheap doing what you've done.
Yeah. So I can spend a few more hours messing with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Well, I lost it. Whatever I was going to ask you, I done flat forgot it. But now that transfer case, does it go? What oil goes in it? Does it just have transmission fluid in it, or is it gear oil?
Oh, it's just transmission fluid.
Okay.
But yeah, the shift fork. I mean, when I put that shift fork in it and the new fork stuff, that straightened all that up. That thing, I'm telling you right now, that little transmission and transfer, that little truck runs better now than it ever has. We just got to get here now.
Were those on that shift fork? Were those shoes just gone or never put on when that guy went through it? You think?
Who knows? Everything that he told me he was going to do in the transmission and everything else, none of it when I tore it apart was right.
Mm-hmm.
I figured what he done in the transfer case is those shoes, they only bear on one side. They're only pushing on one. And I figured what he done, instead of buying a rebuild kit stuff, he just flipped the shoes around, and then put it back together. And the transmission is the same way. He said, every time I rebuild one of these $700 floors, I put a 13 spline, pump in it and all that stuff. No, it's still got the 7 spline stock pump in it, So he didn't do crap that he said he was going to do. So,
yeah,
that's the kind of crap I'm dealing with here. But I'll get it.
Yeah. Hey, Mopar, I didn't even know you were in here, buddy. How you doing? That Mopar nut, but he gets into some deals too, some mess. He just put in a last video, just putting a fuel pump in a Chevrolet truck, took the cherry picker and lifted the bed right off of it and drove the truck out from under it. That was pretty neat. He had him some brake rotors on the back, holding some counterballast on the back of that cherry picker. Well, that's some redneck shit I'd do.
That's about right.
But good. Normally, he's up on.
Normally, I'll go up under with a zip wheel and just cut a hole and peel it up. There you go. We're right there.
That's what I was telling my buddy Jeremy the other week. We had to put one in his truck because we thought we did, but we figured out that truck can't run off of water. He had stopped and filled his truck up with gas, so he thought, and he made it about 3 miles up the road and truck cut off, and he couldn't hear the fuel pump and all that, and I brought it to the house. And I jumped out the fuel pump out of the fuse box and went to pumping it out. I think it was 7 or 8 gallons of water I got out of that gas tank.
Hey, fuel injection don't work good off of water.
It didn't like it at all.
Yeah, carburetor will tolerate it for a little bit.
Yeah. I tell you what else don't do. Don't hook that return line up backwards to the supply line and the return line. Don't hook them up backwards down at that gas tank.
I've done that twice.
It blow the damn little regulator thing slam off the firewall. We turned the key on and that thing, pow! Gas went to spraying out the front end of the truck. So what the hell?
I've done that twice myself.
Oh Lord.
Dumbass.
Yeah, I said,
Oh.
The bad part is when I took the lines off, I had some colored little zip ties. I put a red one on this one, a red one on this one, yellow on that one. Well, when Jeremy put the hook them back up, he just slid the zip ties off. Then he forgot which one was which. He just put them together. But, you know,
that one, man.
I didn't pay him any mind, but I really thought one would have been like a 3/8 and one would have been a 5/16. You know,
Right. So it'd be very distinguishable. Which
right?
one
But on that 08, they're not. They're the same. And you know something else? There is no fuel filter on a 3. I don't know about anything else, but on a 08 3/4 ton 6-liter truck, Chevrolet did not put a fuel filter on.
Huh. That's
After we got all that done, I said, man, let's go to Riley's and get a new fuel filter. While we're, because it's full of water too. We go up there and that man looks and looks and looks and looks. Says, I don't have a listing for 08 Silverado with a fuel filter. So we called the Chevrolet place in New Bern, up the road from us. Guy looks it up. He said, nope. Chevrolet said they didn't need one that year.
right. They capped on that socket in the fuel pump. I mean, in the tank.
Well, I mean, the transmission filter, the oil needs a filter, the air needs a filter. What in the hell would the wheel need a filter?
We don't need no filter on the gas, man.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, Mopar. I mean, that's what we just saw. You know, that's all there is. But that's crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I took that 7 gallons of gas water mixture and walked right down inside my shed and poured it out right down inside the shed, so I wouldn't have a weed eat right there.
Exactly. We're
I
gonna
think it made the grass grow.
We're gonna kill weeds.
No, we didn't. We didn't kill nary damn weed. I said, boy, you know this gas ain't no good. It won't even kill grass.
It don't even kill weeds, man. It usually
No. No. Lord have mercy. But yeah, that's right, Mopar. That yeah,
I would have took it, threw a lighter to it and say, look, and the lighter ain't even lighting this crap.
thing boy. I don't know what's going on. I'm coming in.
Yeah, the
I
internet's
don't know
just
what's
lagging.
going on here, but I'm. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Hey, it's me. Welcome to JB's Little Shop. I hope y'all are doing great out there in, y'all's world, and everything's just great. Uh, I can't see the comments, but hey, thank y'all for stopping by. Y'all have a great time. We take the world out of y'all. But stop by and check my channel out. He'll be back in a minute. Maybe. There he is.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
That's all right. I took care of it while you was gone.
I can hear you. I think you know. I appreciate it.
Oh crap. Lars over here laughing his ass off. He goes, yeah, keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you good. You were doing great. Are you for hire?
Yeah. Oh, crap.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I am not looking forward to this cam change in my wife's Tahoe. I'm not.
Oh, that's going to be a nightmare.
I'm really thinking about pulling the motor out of it.
I think that'd be the best way to go.
God almighty, the valve covers are 1.5 feet down there from the hood right to start with.
Yeah, Lars won't know, but it is a 5.3, right?
Yeah.
I think you'd be better off.
2017.
I think you'd
I'd
be
feel
better.
better. Then I could pull the pan off of it and look and see. I want to know after going through all this trouble.
Yeah. But I heard
it
the other man, you was talking about that lifter noise. I was like, dang, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, and that microphone really magnified it. It's not that bad sitting there. It really reminds you of an old 283 or 327 that needs the valves adjusting. You got one rocker arm sitting there ticking. That's what it really sounds like.
It reminded me of old Massey Ferguson tractor with solid lift. Click, 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 click.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, my buddy's got all that, one of them fancy creeper things you stand up on and lay down over the front end of the truck and all this kind of mess. He said, man, it ain't no big deal. I said, it sure looks to me like it is.
Yeah. I think we pull the hood off and pull the motor out and just do it and set it back in there.
Well, you got to unplug everything anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, it's got to come down to the short block. Hell, the head's got to come off because you can't change the lifters, without the radiator and all that mess has got to come out because you can't get the cam out of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it may be a little easier to just unbolt transmission and it's 2-wheel drive, so it ain't like I got a transfer case to deal with.
Yeah, I would just pull the motor out and just do it and put it back in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do. But hey, you do you.
Well, I mean, it just looks simpler to me to do it that way. It really does. But now he's done it a bunch of times. And if he says it's easier, I'll stand there and hand him the wrenches he needs.
There you go. Here. I'll stand here and give you moral support, man.
Yeah, he said, oh man, we'll do it and we can do it in a day if we work up bust our butt, but it's gonna take us 2 days to do it because we ain't gonna bust our butt. I said, no, we ain't.
No. Not for something else.
I'm 60 years old and a bad back. I can't do that mess.
I'm in the same shape, man. If it wasn't for Lars on this, I'd have never got this far. I've done with from 55 to 59, man. You would not believe how weak you get.
People, my dad built houses all his life, and he was saying the same thing. I said, man, I can't believe that shit. You got nowhere near the strength they used to have. But I got a 35-year-old neighbor here across the street that loves hot rods. and loves to be working on one. And he
Come
don't
here.
know he don't know his own strength. So
That's when you go, come here, man. We need to talk this weekend.
yep. And go look. Sunday, this the kind of guy he is. Sunday, I'm out there with that damn stump grinder in the front yard, just grinding away. And I look, and here comes my neighbor. He's got 2 beer in his hand and a shovel. He drinks 1 beer and gets there. He offered me one. He said he knows I don't drink them, but he offered me one. I said, no, man, I'm good. And he starts shoveling mulch
Yeah.
out of the way so I can keep running stumps.
Now
You
that's
know.
a
Yeah.
neighbor right there. Keep
Yeah,
him.
and his wife, about an hour and a half or 2 hours later, his wife hollered at him. He said, oh, shit, I'm in trouble.
Yep.
I said, what for? He said, I ain't got my phone with me.
And I
he
forgot-
run over there. He run over there to his house and come back. He said, man, I'll be back. Supper's ready. Let me eat supper and I'll be right back over here to help you. But, man, go hang out with your wife. Hell, it's Mother's Day.
Exactly.
I'm good. You know,
Oh,
But
crap.
that's just the guy he is, you know. Hell,
Can't
I ain't
be-
had to buy. No, he works at a tire shop right here by the house that got 2 or 3 wreckers and flat rollbacks and that. He runs one of them. And he'll ask me, man, you need a battery? I pulled a brand new battery out of whatever, today. Then it's going to the scrap yard. Yeah, he'll bring me a battery. I ain't bought a battery in years.
Bring me 2 or
You know,
3
so
of them.
I had to, yeah, of course, he couldn't find a battery to fit the wife's Tahoe when she needed a battery. So I had to buy one of them. But fucking $200 and something for a damn battery. That's bullshit.
Lord, yeah, exactly. That's the reason I went and bought one for the trash truck. I'm like, I ain't paying that kind of money for a damn battery, man.
No. Well, look, on that damn Tahoe, the computer plugs in on top of the battery. You've got to unplug the computer and lift it off and set it out the way to take the battery out.
I know it. I didn't get it, but now I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's the dumbest shit. Now, all that room under that hood, why? Why would you put something like that over top of a corrosive item, the battery?
Yeah, and then you step back and go, what engineer thought this though?
Yeah. That's it.
I thought y'all was educated.
Yeah, they're supposed to be smart people. Not showing me that.
Oh,
I don't know. I should have been an engineer for a car company or something.
nah.
The bastards without a carburetor on them and still have a manual fuel pump. I bet you that. With a freaking fuel pump in the gas tank. It just don't make sense to me.
Exactly. At least put it outside where you can get to it.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. I understand the gas is the cooling out part of it, keeps it cool because it soaks in the gas. But
Right.
putting an electric motor in gas just don't make good sense.
No. What if that shorts out?
Just don't. But they know more than we do, I guess.
Well, that's
Yeah.
yet to be seen.
Yeah, that's right. You're exactly right, man. It's God almighty. But yeah, I don't think that I don't think they're designed the cars to last, the way they are now. I mean, I think they expect you to trade them in every 2 or 3 years.
All the cars nowadays are designed 100,000 miles, maybe 150. And by the time you get to that point, there ain't no fixing it. There's no fixing it. So, that's the way they make them.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I said, I'll never buy another new car. I won't.
No. Hell, I can't afford one.
Yeah, I'll go buy a piece of junk somewhere and build it. And that'll outlast any of the new.
my cousin's got one of those, and he took it up there to the Ford dealership to have it serviced the other day. Well, he's walking around in the showroom, waiting on water, changing oil and doing all that to his truck. And he sees a Ford pickup sitting in the showroom. He looked at that thing and it didn't have a grill in it. Had one little hole, grill was off. What the hell? How's that thing work? And he walked over there and looked, and it was like $90,000 for this truck.
Yeah.
It's an electric truck. And he said, of course, the sales manager seen him looking at it, and they went to tackling him, trying to sell him that truck.
We'll sell it to you.
And he said, I got a question for you. He said, okay. He said, how long do the batteries last? Well, that depends on how much you drive it. He said, okay, that's fair. He said, 5 to 6 years should be somewhere between 5 and 10. He said, okay. How much does it cost to replace the batteries? He said, you don't replace the batteries. They total the truck out.
Yeah, you just get rid of the truck.
A $90,000 truck, and you're just gonna total it out, and that don't make no damn sense.
Go bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it just don't make no sense to me. No.
All the car stuff has gotten way stupid. As far as new cars and stuff, it just got way stupid. I understand we need to be conscious of the environment and all that kind of stuff, but the way the gasoline engines are built nowadays, I don't think you can get them any better as far as emissions and stuff like that. So I don't get,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't either. They run great when they're running great, but good God, it costs so much to work on them when you do have to work on them.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Their first responders sitting there saying there's a pull resistance on the computer terminals. So after pulling them apart 4 times, they're worn out. So making you replace your computer, so be careful how many times you disconnect it. I'll be damned. I never thought about that.
See, you can't do nothing.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And then they ain't gonna let you buy parts for it because, oh no, you got to bring it in here and let us do it because you ain't smart enough.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no. Hey, Rob, how we doing? Rod's and the Hot Rod Street Cars in here.
Hey, Rob, how's it going, big man? The latest 500, got his 500 subs.
Yeah, he did get it the other night, didn't he?
Yeah.
There, Mopar's got it. He said, I'll buy an electric car when the Air Force flies electric F-18s.
There you go. I'll tell you what, I want just as soon as Air Force One is turned over to electric. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching a thing this morning. They were on the news. They were talking about the electric cars, how California's mandating all this different stuff.
Yeah,
They
California,
said,
they're not even.
they can't even. They don't even have enough electricity to run the damn state without electric cars.
And then California done went and said, you can't sell diesels in this state no more. Well, how in the hell are you going to get your damn produce to market, man? What do you think pulls that stuff?
They're trying to ban electric or gas stoves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would, when I get in there,
Hey, Don, put your link up, man. You'll have another one in here.
saying, what was 18? 18-wheelers, 2010 or older cannot come in the state of California
Yeah.
within a couple of next year or two, something like that.
Yeah. So how they going
You know,
to ship?
that's crazy.
I guess next they're going to start getting rid of the diesel trains. You know, you can't bring a train in here and haul the stuff out either.
Their dumbasses start getting hungry because no 18-wheelers can come in there. They'll change their mind.
That's exactly what. Hey, y'all done screwed up at this point.
That's right. See, I'm gonna go to Tennessee because JB and Lars has got a garden.
Well, we're working on it if the weather will cooperate.
It's been hot there.
It has
Has
been,
it been hot at your wife's?
It's been hot here last week, man. It's been in the 80s, 85, something like that. But this next week's supposed to be back down in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I
where
would
we've been. We've been right in the mid 80s.
Yeah. I just like to be back to normal springtime conditions.
That would be nice. That would be nice. I mean, we don't seem to have a spring here. It's either frost on the ground or 80.
Yeah, or hot as crap.
Yep. I mean, hell, I've already mowed the yard times this year. I think it's 5 or 6 times this year.
Yeah, I got to do that next day or two myself. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, and then we got one day of clear weather, and then it's supposed to rain again, and another day of clear weather, and who knows?
Yeah. I don't. We were supposed to have got rain today, and we didn't get none. But
We didn't get
anyway.
any rain today. That's why we was tilling the garden. We're about
You got
6
one in
months.
rear time, tell it.
Yeah, but it's
You got
decent. You spend more
I
time
think
resting,
they're ba-
then it starts.
Well,
You spend more
the one
time
I-
resting at tiller.
Hey,
There he is. I told you.
just
there it
got
is.
back.
Yep.
Just got back to the house, and of course, the cat's got a fight with me. Go away. I quit
Yeah, I
smoking.
had
if
one
it
in
wasn't-
rear time.
The only way to make her go away is light a cigarette. Saying I could quit smoking if it wasn't for this cat.
Blame it on the cat.
Yep. Yeah, we
You put
ended
some
up.
tape on his feet, he'll leave you.
Yeah. He'll spend an hour.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that trick.
Yes, sir. Get you some time and slap a little bit across his butt, he'll leave you.
Either has some mouse glue traps.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll just go with that Gorilla tape. It's you only need a piece about that big.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
but what's Dawn up
But
to?
yeah, we had
I was saying we just got back from road trip, and I tore the front end off this Valiant last couple of days, and the backing plate for the rotors were roached. And I looked on Marketplace to see if I could find anything, and then ended up found holsters, calipers, rotors.
There you go, man.
Huh, they
Calipers
look
got
like-
the hoses on them. Yeah, I mean they're nice enough. They're still black. The guy's had them on his car. He had on a Barracuda, but he went a different route. I mean, even the rotors look like new.
Heck yeah.
It's like $225. And I looked it up for rotors. And
Yeah.
they're like $90 a piece.
Yeah.
All I really was looking for was the backing plates, and even I
yeah,
found
well,
those
that's you just in the two others.
backing plates are brand new. It's like hell, they're $50 right there online.
Yeah. You got it,
Yeah.
man. I'll be there in a little bit. Hang on.
So It's like this stuff looks so good. I'm
Yeah, you
gonna put
can't
it on the
hold
car instead of mine. Yeah, I'd have to thank Ronnie because the guy's like
Yeah.
he had somebody supposedly coming to pick him up yesterday, and it's like shit. It's been on Marketplace for 6 weeks, and then when I call about it, it's like, oh, I got somebody coming Tuesday. And I texted him this morning. He's like, guy didn't
Yeah.
show. He's like, 225, come get it today. And it's like, Wendy, we'll go for a ride.
Yeah, we're going on a road trip. Hang on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, you
I
got to
mean,
go get them when you see them there. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's like saying they look better than my shit.
Can't
I
argue
mean,
with
my
that.
rotors are solid, but these things are like brand new. It's like, hell yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Don't that car you building have drum brakes in the front?
No, it got converted to disc years ago.
Oh, okay. See, I've been trying to keep up
Okay.
a bunch
Okay.
of videos. So
Yeah, this one with the big blocks got disc on it. The other one still has the factory drums.
okay,
Oh,
now I'm catching up.
Well, you gonna
hey, Miss Wendy, how we doing?
yeah,
$93
she yeah, saying
flasher reel.
Wendy went with me. She doesn't like the road trip, but she went for a ride today. I don't know if she liked it, but I appreciated it.
Howdy, Wendy.
How long was the trip?
It was 2 hours and
How far
15
did you have to
minutes.
go, Don?
It's like 140 mile.
Okay.
Oh, you should be able to do that in 30 minutes, man.
I would if she didn't ride along.
Oh, just hit the interstate and put it to the floor.
Yeah, we only seen 2 troopers the whole way.
It's fun.
Well,
It's
as long
fun to
as you
do
say
that
that,
every now and again. Just get away from the house. Go do something. Yeah, that's fun to do.
Yes, and we ended up got the rest of that front off tore off yesterday, and boy, was that a lot of fun. Saying them ball joints, they're no joke.
yeah. Now I've seen that. Where Rob
Yeah.
give you and stuff.
Did you have to buy a socket?
Actually, Rob sent me one.
you have to go-
Rob's Rod Customs there. He sent me one a couple weeks ago. I was saying about needing one, and he's like, I got one out here I've used like twice in 20 years. So he
Yeah,
sent me
well, I
the
was going to
socket.
tell you, I had one. Yeah, I was going to tell you, I got one if you needed it.
Now
Well,
they're
I'm not
coming
a
down to
Dodge guy.
Woodward.
I changed 2 ball joints with it.
Yeah.
But-
At least if I put another
But
front end
really
on
is-
the other guy end, I'll already have one now. Luckily, I didn't need a torsion bar tool. They come right out.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I was surprised.
You're
Yeah,
lucky.
I pried that
Yeah.
lower control arm. I pried it back, and it walked right out. I had 60-year-old grease inside that.
Well, that's what you get, first responder. If you'd bought a Chevrolet or working on a Chevrolet, it'd been like $20. But now you got to have a Dodge. So you get, hey,
$90 for a flasher relay for a Dodge Dakota. God almighty.
That's ridiculous.
I bet they want at least $100 for the blinker fluid.
I got some of that if he needs it. I'll just send it.
At least.
Yeah, I'm slowly turning into a hoarder there, Mopar Nut.
Yep, Mopar, I'm with you.
Sometimes I see these deals on Marketplace, and I just want to just stack shit up. But even though I don't have room for it, yeah. I'm lucky she had off work today. Otherwise, I'd have had to take the Ford. I'd have doing a lot of this.
I'm gonna try to get there.
Yeah.
Like, if you see me,
Why'd you have to use them ball joints loose?
Oh, a lot of heat. And the cheater bar about this long. Yeah, I learned you can't pull on them breaker bars. You got to push on them. That way, if they bust loose, you don't land on your nose or, on your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have a 3/4 impact that worked pretty good about busting them loose, but hell, we put new ones in my damn son-in-law's Dodge Dakota. That white one was fixed up, and the damn things were backing out the other day.
Really?
So I said, pull that thing up here to the shop. Yeah.
Hmm.
So he pulled it up to the shop. I jacked it up, pulled the wheels off, put that socket on there, snugged them back down, and broke the MIG welder out
There you go.
and welded them in. I said, now
They
get
won't
it back out now.
now.
Now,
And
you
as
got to
hard
buy
as
new
he-
upper control arms if we ever see ball joints again.
Oh,
But yeah, that's kind of a shoddy deal. No more, there just ain't that much metal there for the thread to think to thread in. Ain't about a thread and a half thread for the ball. I don't know. It's just kind of a raw deal to me. I'm not a big ball joint fan anyway, but hell, at least the Chevrolet, you can grind the rivets out and bolt her back in.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I took them ball joints
Yeah,
back out to
yeah.
the garage. They were pretty sad. They were definitely overdue.
Huh. Yeah.
I figured they're factory and they're only 60 years old.
Well, I'd run it for at least another 100,000 miles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah. So
until the A-frame. I mean, no.
jack her up.
Control-
Front wheel don't flop in it all. Hell, it's good.
Yeah. All right, it's time to change them now.
Yeah. Sam
Yeah.
bushings are
Yeah, that's right.
well past your prime too.
Yeah.
Saying
Yeah.
it ought to tighten everything up real nice. I'll be surprised at how that steering wheel works now.
Oh, it should
You got that
tighten it
that
up.
much play in the steering wheel before it activates.
Inch or so that way, or 2 or 3 inches that way.
Go down the road like this and still go straight.
I'm just trying to dodge stuff.
Is all the rest of the suspension under the front end in shape?
Yeah, well, I got new everything. I got a whole kit. New ball joints, tie rod ends, bushings. It's going to be brand new under there.
Oh,
The only thing that didn't come with was a center link, and I can handle that.
Don's bring these A game.
I just want to make sure I can go
Yep.
straight.
Well, that's not fair. My truck don't go straight. It just goes where it wants to go.
That makes for a longer
that
eight.
takes the fun out of it if it goes straight.
Oh, and the cool part was we got
Yeah,
down here to where this deal was. Walked in the garage because I know he had Mopar or something because he went with a different kind of brake package, and underneath the tarp was a Junior Dragster. Like let's pull this
yeah.
car cover off this bad boy. I got a little video of that. I'm gonna make a short. He's running 8-second 8s on that Junior Dragster.
Heck yeah. Well, I watched them.
I could
Me and
run
Lars
all
goes
in
down
it.
there.
What?
Yeah, me and Lars goes to this drag strip down here, and they have them junior dragsters down there too, man. Them little things are quicker than you think they are.
Yeah. Yeah, Mopar nut. These are greasable joints. He's saying these new ball joints are going to last me until I'm done with it.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I mean, if I
Yeah,
got
they
60 years out of that last set, I know they're going to last longer than me.
Well,
yeah.
he'll be done with
I like the greasable ball joints.
He'll be done with that car in about 4 or 5
I
months.
may not never grease them, but at least I'd like to know the grease fittings there.
Actually, he had a 73 CUDA under tarp too. That's what these rotors and shit come off of.
So that's all set up. I'll knock them out in the morning.
I mean, that guy had enough room in that garage to do 4 cars. He had another one on a rotisserie. I didn't know what that. I'm not sure what that was.
That's right, Mopar Nut. You don't trust them. Make sure they don't go anywhere. This little Blazer has the same problem, man. Every now and then, where I'm replacing the bolts will go loose. And if it goes loose once more time, I got a little MIG welder in here. I'm going to take care of that.
That's right. Yeah, this front end come off about the way I expected. Ball joints was an effort. It was a 2-person deal. Saying enough torch and some ass but it's all tore apart. Now I need to find a needle scaler or something because I'm going to clean that up under there, paint it up nice while it's apart. But it's coming together. We got 128 days now. Counting down.
Myself, I done gave up on it. I'm bringing that little Blazer if I can get that running. So, but I'll be there.
Well, we'll be happy to see you, JB. Hell, if we see you thumbing along the way, we'll stop and pick you up.
There you go. I was figuring make Lars push it. Right? Hey, we're only 50 miles away. Get out there and push.
You got to make decent time. Hopefully, you have a tailwind.
Yeah, there you go. I'll be there. I'll get that little Blazer figured out. Trash truck just ain't gonna make it. There's just not enough money. You know, it'll be there next year. I might not be driving it, but I got a Lars drive. There you go.
There you go.
What? Squirrel?
Squirrel.
Somebody better start talking. Squirrel.
Wendy's bound determined to braid his beard this year.
Hey, I'll hold him down if she can do it. He's been talking about shaving it off.
You know how tender that skin would be under there?
Yeah.
Hasn't seen daylight in how long?
Years, dude, years.
He'll be like unfinished project. Who the hell is that?
The ultimate sneak attack.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, who's the new guy?
Yeah, exactly. Who's that?
You're muted there, old man. I see your lips moving, but we don't hear you talking.
There you go.
Can you hear me knocking?
Heck, I had to take over his channel here about 30, 45 minutes ago.
Oh, there you go. There he's back.
Okay. Yeah, Debbie, do you have a drive shaft for that S10?
Do what?
Have you got a drive shaft for the trash truck?
Yeah. It just,
Oh, you just need a.
well, it's got a carrier bearer and all that stuff under it. And it needs a straight drive shaft. But it'll be.
Yeah. I had one built for that extra cab S10 I had.
Yeah.
Made one solid shaft out of it.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking.
I think it was. I think
If
the
I can
guy
get the
charged me like $250.
if I can get the little blazer right, I'm just gonna get a little car doll in, at least bring the darn thing down there, so people can stand around it and just hear it. Because I'm telling you, man, this little thing, that little trash truck, it sounds evil.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh,
Yeah, and the videos don't do them justice.
yeah, yeah. Like Laura said, man, if a first responder bring that transmission down there, heck, we'll hook it up. Forget the darn crap, that bird, that carrier bird. We'll just let it flop around up under there, just run it
Yeah.
down.
Oh yeah, it'll line out directly.
But old Mohawk, he come up
Somebody
here.
be down there. With
Old Mohawk, he was up here, and I thought, man, get you a short of this. He said, because he wanted to hear that little trash truck run. I said, get you a video. That thing hit, and he goes, oh shit.
Yes, sir.
He hit video. After it calmed down and finally started idling, blah 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 blah. He just, Jason, you might want to leave all your spark plug wires on that engine. But that's a wicked little 2.8.
Yes, sir. I
And it
know.
really is.
Thing sounds good. You know, that's the thing. The videos really don't do them justice.
No, when we fire that thing up with the phone and stuff, it just bleeds the phone speakers completely out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noise
Yeah.
canceling.
Then we do it with the GoPro, and it still bled them speakers out. And I'm like, well, it is what it is. But if you put earplugs in, earphones, you can get kind of a gist of what's going on.
Oh yeah. 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 There's no doubt that little motor's nasty. You know. It's
I got
gonna be
something. Oh. But then I forgot, man, I was supposed to race the buck, and I'm going to bring this little blazer back down there, and I forgot he done put a 411 rear end up under his, and I'm like, shit. That's not going to work out good for me, man.
Is he gonna have a big block in it by then?
I don't know. He's still waiting on that crap, but he's going to leave that B6 in it until he's got the big block and ready to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But that 411, I mean, I left him sitting at the light last year. And he just had me on the top end because the transmission was bad. But this year he's got that 411 rear end. If he don't fall asleep on the tree, he'll get me.
Hey, that little 6-cylinder might run out of breath before he gets to the other end.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I don't care. Got that darn Mopar big block next year. I'll give him a run for his money in that little blazer. I mean, that little.
He won't be able to get it to stick. So you walk away from him before he gets it to hook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He'll be
that's right.
next to me anyway. I mean, I know sabotage you. I'll go over and change, 3 and 7 around.
Just tell him he's got to pull 2 bolts out of the drive shaft.
There you go.
Mm.
And it's
That
all
might get
fun.
ugly.
No, it's all a fun.
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
It's a great time. So I was talking to this guy, got the parts off. I was telling him about No Name Nationals. He's like, I think I've heard of that. It's like, well, it's coming around. There's lots of people heard about it nowadays.
Hey, Don, this year is going to be worse than last year. When I think he's opening the track up on Wednesday, and I'm going to try to get there on Wednesday because if you show up Thursday or Friday, you're not going to get a camping spot where you want it.
Right.
There's just going to be too many people, and
Do You have any idea how many people's got registered for it? More or less than from last year?
There's a crap ton more. The problem is John's only putting out the information on the people that needs 500 subscribers. So there's like 8 or 10.
Uh-huh.
But then you got to you got to look at the people that was there last year, which is like 50, 60. And then you got to look at it from the point of view of the people that already got more than 500 and they've registered.
Right.
Plus these people, it's going
How many, above 500 have registered and you don't even know about?
yeah. And John's not saying how many people. So, it'll be interesting.
It's going to be busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the pits were pretty well busy last year, but I'm sure it's going to be congested this year.
Just trying to get around. That's the reason they said Tech is going to start on Thursday. We're not going to wait till Friday. Tech starts on Thursday. We're racing on Friday and Saturday.
Good. It means we'll get 2 solid days out of the track. Probably going to need every bit of it too, as many people will show up.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Spending any time at all teching them cars, he's going to be a while.
Yeah. I mean, I sat in Tech at one day for a good 2. I mean, he was, honestly, he wasn't paying that much attention to it. He was looking at battery hold downs, lug nuts, gas lines, that kind of thing. But this year, John said they was going to tighten up, on the Tech. So that's the reason he said Tech starts on Thursday. And they're going to run Tech every day up till the.
That reminds me, I got to find seat belts yet.
Yeah. Zip ties, Don. Zip ties.
I got those. I got some about that big around, about
Ratchet
I can
strap.
put them together, right?
There you go, ratchet strap. There you go. I'm in here.
Yeah.
Saying if I just go with a street tire, I don't need a drive shaft. I got to worry about fuel cell. I got to redo my fuel lines.
Yeah, first responder. I think I got it figured out, but it's a trace and down situation.
So there's 104. Wendy says there's 104 registered. That's over the 500.
Yeah.
So that's virtually double from last year.
Yeah, and it's only May.
There'll be 200 people there. You watch.
Yeah.
And they all gonna be around mine and Don's campsite, trying to see what kind of nonsense we're doing.
Well, half of it's going to be that grill Lars has cooking up.
Yeah. He's done been put on notification, man. He's got to cook steaks and all kind of crap. And I think he said if y'all bring steaks, he'll cook them.
Careful.
There you go.
Well, I usually do breakfast. That way my cooking's done for the day. That way everybody else has to feed me.
Yeah, that's the way I loved it last year, man, because Buck was up before we got up. And he already had breakfast cooked. Come here, get you some eggs. I'm cooking bacon. He likes cooking bacon. I got some bacon over here. I got some eggs.
Nothing like a hot first thing in the morning.
Yeah. All right, hang on, man. Give me a minute to wake up, man. I'll be right over there.
Yeah.
Ronnie did that to me years ago. We went to the cup race up at Watkins Glen. He was all hung over, and I got up and I cooked breakfast. I had me a plate ready. I had fried potatoes and bacon and eggs, all that shit. I stuck my head in the tent and asked Ronnie if he was going to get up He's like, he grabbed my plate. He's like, oh, thanks, man. And he disappeared back inside the tent. It's like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Ain't nothing like breakfast in bed.
That's all right. I still had more on the grill.
Uh,
Bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon. That's what I'm like, wee!
oh Lord.
Wee!
Mm.
Laura's just seen that commercial here not too long ago. I'm always going down the road and I go, wee, wee. He goes, why you do that? I said, there's a Geico commercial, man. There's a little pig hanging out beside the window. Wee, wee.
Right?
Oh Lord, that man ain't right.
Tell me about it.
I never said I would.
Yeah.
It's not his fault the sun went down.
That's right.
The only thing
Yeah.
I'm good till about 4 o'clock. After that, man.
Just take
y'all-
that. Not me, buddy. Well, guys, I'll tell you what.
yeah,
We've been
you've
an
been
hour
on.
and a half.
Yeah, you've been on here for like 2.5 hours,
It's
man.
on my bedtime.
Uh,
Yeah.
I still.
Yeah, it's been fun though. But
we'll
anyway,
do it
I'm gonna
again.
get off of here, and I'll see you guys next week.
Y'all take
All
care.
right, we'll see you.
See you
Later.
later.